All right, welcome in, you guys. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. We are here south out of Austin, Texas, and we're gonna do some shipping today. So we're gonna get everyone invited here on the other platforms. Snuggle it in, grab some popcorn, grab some coffee. It might be too early for popcorn. Actually, it's never too early for popcorn. And we are going to ship out eBay, Depop, Posh I don't think any Mercari today. So this is going to be everything that sold from yesterday and this morning. So yesterday and this morning's sales. We've got a pretty good amount today. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe like 13 items today. Swaddle Night 71. You are the winner because you're the first person in here. So welcome in. And if you guys are joining us over from YT, subscribe. If you want, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you like craziness, insanity, this is a stream for you. If you like boring, no weird songs, and someone that stays on track, then this is definitely not the one for you. Slurvo, I see you on YT. Midwest Picker, what's good? Dizzy's here. Veronica Perez. Katie's in the house. Who else is joining us today? Lisa McSwain 331, not to be confused with Lisa McSwain 330, totally different person. Just one more chapters here. Tinker 1013, welcome in, you guys. All right, let's get this party started. We got a busy day today, a lot of stuff to ship today. So we are going to start over on eBay. I always start on eBay. So why do we start on eBay? I'm sure you guys probably already know the answer to this, but just in case we have anybody new today, the reason we start on eBay is because if for any reason that item has sold somewhere else and your cross-listing software, I use Nifty, which is amazing. I don't seem to ever miss anything with Nifty. They're really good about this, but I always check. And if you're not using cross-listing software and you are selling things on multiple different places, you want to make sure that you are always shipping out your eBay orders first if it's sold on multiple platforms. The other platforms get like slightly scritchly about you canceling orders, but eBay is like nuts about it. They don't want you canceling nothing. And so we want to make sure we get it shipped on eBay for sure. Auntie is here. Good to see you, Auntie. Good morning. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Guys, it's Friday. I don't really know what that means for me because I work every single day, but it's Friday. TGIF. For a lot of you, it probably means not doing your regular 9 to 5, being done with that for the week. So that's exciting. Hector's in the house. What is good, Hector? Good to see ya. All right. First thing we've got here. Something I'm very excited to see leave my inventory. So as a baby reseller, I picked up brands that I thought would be good based on either my limited amount of knowledge and or what I remembered from when I was younger. So when I was younger, this brand was so crazy hot. If you wore anything by Massimo, you were like such a cool kid. Your parents had some money. It was like the thing to get, right? And I just want to note out to TikTok, I am not selling anything. That way you don't have to tell me that I'm trying to do that. These are already been sold. So mom's buying more. So long story short, when I first started sourcing, and guys, the SKU on this is 94. We are at, I think, 15 something now. 15, 19, I think, is in our bigger bags here. And so that means I have listed approximately 1,380 other pieces of clothing since then, not to mention all the shoes and other things I've listed. So anyways, long story short, this is from a long time ago. So what this is it's a Massimo men's jacket hoodie. Now, if this was a vintage Massimo, we'd be having a different conversation. It probably would have sold for a good amount, but it is not. It is a current, newer one, and you can get these at just about anywhere. It is no longer an exclusive, like, cool kids skater brand. It's kind of an everywhere brand. That being said, I got it for $1 at a garage sale, and it did sell for $16.70 on eBay. So I'm really actually kind of shocked and surprised it sold for that. I don't think I even realized I had it listed for that much. So I'm excited it sold. But guys, we all start somewhere, right? If you're a new reseller or if you're thinking about reselling and one of the things that's holding you up is what if I don't pick up good stuff? Guess what? You're going to not pick up good stuff, and that's okay because that's how you learn. We are learning while we're earning, and sometimes it bites you in the butt and you only make back what you spent, and sometimes you make some money on it, but it sits in your closet for a long time. Shauna says, I'm going to work on purging baby reseller bad choices today, and I'm not looking forward to it. Shauna, I did that. We audited our entire inventory. I guess that was about 6 weeks ago when we started doing Nifty. I went through and did a full closet audit, and I pulled over 100 listings. It's stuff that it was down to like $4 or $3 or $5, and I'm like, I ain't wrapping something up for that. Now, if you're new, wrap it up for that, because when I first started, I needed the reviews, I needed the sales, I needed to look like I had an established store. So I was cool with selling $2 and $3 and $4 items. As you progress through your career or your whatever you want to call this, hobby or whatever it is for you, as you progress, you're going to find you just don't have to do those things as much. So I pulled them on down, bulked a bunch of it together, relisted, and then a bunch of it actually went to our little local thrift store. Not to Greedwill. Not to Greedwill. I just want to point that out. Ladybugs, what's good today? I'm really happy to see y'all. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. What size is that clear bag you're holding? So I do 2 different sizes, Foxy. Here's this. If you guys want to screenshot it, I'll go ahead and just hold this at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing over on YT. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's a nice little bruise there. So I use, for the small ones, I use 9 by 12. And for the larger clear bags, which is going to be this size here, these are the 11 by 14s. Usually shirts, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, light windbreakers, little tiny jeggings will go in here. This is going to be pants, regular size shirts, sweatshirts, so on and so forth. And then if I get big coats or anything, I actually wrap them. This is something I don't think I've ever showed you guys before. I wrap them in saran, and then I put them, I'll show you how I do this here. Let's see if I can find one. I actually just did some coats, found some coats in my inventory, and I was like, I've got to get those listed immediately. Where are they? I don't have my glasses on, so this is me trying to do this without glasses, which is probably a terrible idea. Let's see. I could put my glasses on. There we go. All right, so what I do is I wrap them in saran wrap, both sides. So saran wrap them. And then I just write, what I do is I print off my labels you get free from UPS, and I cut them into little pieces like this, because I'm cheap. And then I just write on it what it is. And that way it's all saran wrapped and ready to like get into a bag. So that's what I do. Those are the 3 different ways that I store stuff. That's a good question, Foxy. Thanks for asking that. Ocean, what is good? Queen, what is going on today? Hey, kid, what's up? Coley says, hello, driving to work. Woohoo! Safely driving to work, Coley. Safely driving to work. All right. So this is our little Massimo. Not a brand I would pick up unless it's old, but hey, I mean, we still made like $14 on profit on that by some miracle. Baby reseller, man, you got to start somewhere. So this is going to Chaz in Virginia. And then let's take a look. This is going to be under a pound. So we're going to go ahead and ship this straight out of eBay. I even charge $6.99 for shipping, which is probably not what it's going to be, but it'll be pretty close going to Virginia. All right, so we are going to pop this in a bag. Now, for my shipping bags, I use a couple different sizes, and that's the ones down here at the bottom of that. 9 by 12, 12 by 15, 14.5 by 19, and 24 by 24. 9 by 12 is going to be your short sleeve shirts. Most shirts are going to fit in that. The 12 by 15 is going to be pants and sweatshirts. The 14.5 by 19 is going to be coats. And the 24 by 24 is going to be anything that's bigger, like giant plush, big, huge blankets. Like, I don't use those very often, but it is something that's nice to have on hand. If you guys want to know the brands I use, if you go to my link tree up in the bio, YOE, clickety-clackety over there, go to the Smile Amazon store if you know what I'm talking about. And you can find them over there in a list that's called reseller supplies to get you started. And the nice thing about that is I've already tested all the bags out to tell you what will work and what will not work. I wanted to give you guys an update too on something. So this person's gonna get a little rainbow and a card. That makes me think of my grandma. It makes me happy. And I have an update for you guys. Okay, so some of y'all are gonna know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all are gonna have to catch up. So do you guys remember, I guess that was 3 or 4 days ago, I did a live on some bags. So a company had reached out to me and said, hey, we really like your social media. We see that you're a reseller. We would like you to try out some bags of ours. It's a brand called A La Mode, I think is what they're called. And we'd like you to try some bags of ours for free. We'll send them out to you. And then all you have to do is just do like a video or something on them, to help us promote. And I was like, okay, but here's the deal. I am very particular about what I recommend. Like, no joke particular about what I recommend. So if I don't like these, there's no way that I'm going to, recommend them. And I was very clear about this in the message. And so they were like, oh yeah, we're only paying $5.49 for shipping. He paid $6.99, so we made like $1. So we made our original investment back. Yeah, we made like $14 on this, which is pretty impressive for an item that's been sitting in my closet for a long time. Anywho, back to the story. So, they sent me the bags. They said, no problem, honest review, sounds good. And so they sent me the bags, and I tried them on here live, and they were awful. Like, they literally rip in 2 seconds. Like, everyone that went to our WN show, you'll notice, like, the comic books that I sold are in those, but they're in those and then in other bags or in boxes, because I just used them as, like, something to put things in, because I would never trust them shipping. So if you get those, don't reuse them. They're not good. I just used them because they're free. Anyways, before I did that, though, I had messaged them back and said, hey, because they had said, when you get the bags, let us know. And I was like, okay. So I messaged them back, and I wrote what I thought was a very thoughtful message. And it just said, hey, thanks so much for the bags. I appreciate it. They do have really cute designs. I said, however, when I was using them, they just rip really easily. They tear really easily. I did a comparison with the bags I use, and they aren't even in the same ballpark. Like, these bags here, guys, I can literally, like, pull these. That's me trying to use strength. And they don't rip. Those suckers, I, went like this on them, and they ripped, right? So I wrote this really thoughtful message out, thinking that they were going to enjoy my feedback. So I'm expecting, and I said in the message too, hey, if you guys want these bags back, I have no problem returning them. I'm not going to use them. All you got to do is pay for return shipping, and I'll send them back. Now, as a small business, you would think, okay, I guess this is just how I'm going to say it. As a small business myself, if I create a product and I want people to try it, and I'm going to give it to them for free, and they're going to try it, and they're going to give me feedback, I'm going to be interested in what they have to say, right? Because the whole point in getting the items out there isn't to just get people that you consider an influencer to talk about it. It's to get influencers to actually really like the product and promote it. Because let's face it, there's influencers out there that will tell you guys to get every single item, and they're not good. And then there's influencers that are going to give you an honest review. Well, I, as a small business, would be interested more, I guess, just how my brain works, in the people that are going to give an honest review. So I gave the honest review. I said, do you want these back? And I expected something back, like something. And all I got back was, okay, thanks for the feedback, Charity. That was it. Now, they're not entitled to say anything else to me. But if I were them, and I'm not them, but if I were them, and I've done marketing in the past, that's what I used to do before this, and we would send sample things out, or we'd let people run digital ads, and if they didn't get what they wanted back, we would do a whole system, like, a feedback system, like, hey, what did you like about it? What did you not like about it? What were the bags that you compared them to, so I can see what the weight or the millimeters are, to see maybe if something's wrong with ours, or what do you mean you don't think they'll hold up in shipping, or thanks so much for the review on the fact that you think the designs are cute. Why do you think these bags didn't hold up? Now, if they had asked me all of that, I would have said, Number one, you guys wasted money on putting 2 different sealable things. You're focused on them being recyclable and you're not focused on them having any sort of integrity. Number 2, the patterns and prints are really cute, but whatever ink you're using on them is degrading the original constitution of the bag, which is why I think, like, I was prepared to come back with them and tell them what I think's going on. So anyways, long story short, they missed out on an opportunity. Not that I'm like the smartest person in the world by any means. I certainly am not. But like, you don't send something out to someone to get a review and an opinion, I guess, if you don't care. So good luck to y'all, Mode. I hope it works out. And I hope you guys figure out what's going on with your bags. In the meantime, if they reach out to you, I mean, if you guys want free bags, say yes. But otherwise, I wouldn't ship anything in those. So, AZ, what's going on? That's my humble 2 cents worth, which they probably don't care about anyways. Because who am I? I'm just some little reseller out of Texas. But still, that's the way I think about it. Swart Geek, what's up? So yeah, I don't know. I'm a reviewer. I like to give honest opinions. That's me moving right along. All right, so we're going to get these shoes wrapped. You guys know these are a pair of Crocs. Picked these up for like, I think $2 or $1 at a garage sale. They sold for $27.20 over on eBay. What's really interesting about these is I just never seen these before like this. This has like leather on it and like a suede material up top. Very, very interesting. These are staying in Texas, which is great because I'll probably actually make a little bit of money on shipping. So I'm going to show you guys how I do shoes. Now, for those of you that have been in our lives before, you're already going to know how I do these. But if you haven't, then I will show you how I do shoes. So I kind of have a rule. You spend $100 with me, and I'm going to send your shoes in a box. You spend under $100 with me, and you're just getting them in a poly bag. And if they come in a box, obviously I'm going to send them to you in a box. But otherwise, I'm not putting them in a box because the box is weight. The weight is either going to make your calculated shipping more expensive or it's not going to make me as much with my flat rate that I do. So for me, I am a poly bag girl. I have done this for a long time. I started out using boxes and then over time just realized I just didn't need to do that. It was kind of like an excessive thing. Now, if I'm selling that item on Posh and I can pop them into a shoe box, that's great because it doesn't cost me any extra money and I ain't making any money on the shipping. However, with this, I am going to make a little bit of money, so there we go. Nicole, what is up? TGIF, babe. I am not gentle with my sexy. I'm not either, Foxy, and that's the thing. It's like, I'm a very klutzy, rough person, and so for me, like, if I go like this and punch it 3 times, and it doesn't hold up, I ain't using it. All right, so number 1, when you guys are sending out shoes, I would suggest putting a little bit of paper in the front of the shoe. Otherwise, when the person gets the shoe in the mail, the shoe is collapsed. Now, our brains are trained to believe that a shoe that does not look collapsed is new. A shoe that looks collapsed is used. So it's more of a psychological thing. If a person opens up a package and they see this used shoe, but they see it with the top intact, I am so much more likely to get a good review and for the person to like that item than if they're getting a shoe that's all like squished together and looks terrible. Like, I got a pair of Bionics a few years ago. I love them. But when they came, they were like totally squished and smashed. And I had to like get them wet and like rebuild them a little bit because I'm a little particular about my tennis shoes, how I wear them. Now, I usually wear my Telex, which are like Crocs. But when I wear my shoes, I like them to look nice. I wear very nicely clean shoes. That's an OCD thing, I guess. But and if you're over on watching us on YT, I'm going to actually change this camera setting here so that you can see what I'm doing here. Don't mind my looking at my coffee. So, all right, so let's do this here. We're going to get these wrapped up and sent out over on the base. So here we go. So shoe, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it once around. So it's going to look something like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other shoe. I'm going to put it in as if they were going into a shoe box. And then I'm going to wrap that. So it's going to look something like that. Now, if you don't have foam, I get this stuff for free, so it doesn't cost me anything. But if you guys don't have foam, you can do this with paper. You can do it with a little bit of bubble wrap. You can find free shipping supplies in town. Like I said, I get this stuff for free. I just need I need a free box guy. I need a box person that's going to give me like all the free boxes that are nice because I got the foam guy. Hustle, what's going on? Kimber, good to see you. Hustle, that interview last night was so good, AZ. So I didn't know that he was going to be on your guys' Thursday night reseller interview. And so when I got on TikTok and I saw him, I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's the good luck out there guy. I was like, oh my gosh. He's one of the very first people I ever watched. And he has been like a mega inspiration for me. A, and how I garage sale and how I thrift, how I do all of that. But B, and how I make video content. I literally take what he does and then I try to kind of like make it my own and figure out what he's doing. I didn't know that he had been in digital marketing and stuff like that and creation. It makes way more sense why he's so good at it now. But I was just like, I'm not even kidding. I was literally fangirling out. Like so hard. Like Justin was like, dinner's ready. And I'm like, okay. So I ran out and grabbed dinner. I ate my chicken and green beans and lentils in like 3.5 seconds and then ran back in here so I didn't miss any of it. I literally it was so good. It was just so awesome to see him on there. And kudos to you guys for getting him on there too. That's amazing. I haven't really seen him do any. He doesn't do a lot of, as far as I know, I've never seen him do a lot of like live content interviews and stuff like that. So it was just so cool to put an actual like face and like person to his videos. I really loved it. I love that. Great Crazy Villa, what's good? Loud Pickles. Yeah, it was so good. God's in the house. What? Hey, God. Brittany, what is good? All right. And if you guys are over on YT, I'm not ignoring you. I see you there. How are we all today? Hello. All right. So once we get our shoes packaged like this, and if you're over on YT, you can see exactly how I'm doing this. Once I get them like this, then what I like to do is I like to put just a little bit of saran around them. So nothing too crazy, just something to kind of hold the foam in place. It's an easy way to wrap them. Also, there is this interesting psychological thing about someone unwrapping something that is in saran wrap. It gives you this like fresh, good feeling. I ship a lot of shoes. I mean, nothing like what Dalton does or something, but I ship a good amount of shoes. And I, to this day, have still never gotten, knock on wood, a weird review about how I do shoes. So the nice thing about putting the saran on there is that it double protects that foam, but also, most importantly, if I go like this, nothing's going to move. My shoes are not going to injure each other inside of the bag. Once I do that, then I'm going to go ahead and get another bag, and usually, depending on the size of the shoe, but usually the 12 by 15s will work. If it's a really long pair of shoes, like a size 11 or 12, sometimes it doesn't. These are 12s. I'm going to try since they're Crocs. Yeah, it works good. A lot of times with your 12s, like your Nikes or something like that, or your sneakers, your Brooks or something, the back part, Hokas, are way too big. But a lot of times you can just get this with this little bag. And this is what this does is this creates it for the buyer to be able to get these for a way less expensive price. For instance, my shipping on these is $10.99, right? I'm going to make a buck or two on the shipping on this, but this same pair of shoes that was being sold elsewhere, not elsewhere, but by other people, was, it was like $12.99 to get them shipped, was about standard. So if I can beat them on the shipping, that's what I'm all about, because somewhere, someone is selling an item for less and shipping an item for less. And when you meet them, you will lose. They will win every time. Better shipping, less price. Sorry, guys, you ain't winning. I don't care how good your pictures are. Can you say his name again? I missed it. It's Thrifting Treasure. Thrifting Treasure, right? I always dyslexia this. Thrifting Treasure. Yeah, let me find him really quick. If you guys are not following him, I'm telling you, this dude literally... Sorry, turning off my Bluetooth. There's Jem. This guy literally has just been such a huge asset to me personally. So this is him right here. And he is on other platforms besides just TT too. So you can find him all over the place. Just great. His videos are like by far the most entertaining I've ever seen. So, yo, Blended, what is good? God's got me in Wally World. Perfect. I love it. I need to go to Wally World, actually. Yeah, he's great. So, AZ Hustle, thank you so much for that interview. That was absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it. I like his voice too, Erica. Good to see you. Yeah, Kachi, I agree. There is something about his voice that's just really like, da-na-na, like, and he does that little like, saw this at a thrift store, pick it up for $4.99. Heck yes, cha-ching. And it's like there's something about the way he says it. It's so cool. And when he was talking in person, like when he was just like talking regularly, you didn't notice it as much. But when he like got excited about something, you totally would hear it. I'm like, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. It's closed per the moose outside. It's closed per the moose outside. I don't know what that means, Foxy. Happy National Sticky Bun Day. Ooh! Sounds like someone needs a shower if you got sticky buns. Oh, Wally World. Got you, Foxy. I was like, what are you talking about? I can't stand hearing my voice in videos. Blended, I'm sure it's fine. We are all our own worst critics, right? I got a weird voice, guys. If I can do this on here, anybody can. My voice sounds like I'm constantly going through puberty at 14 years old. So, National Margarita Day. Whoa! Now we're getting crazy. I don't really consume the adult beverages, but I mean, how do you say no to a margarita, right? Actually, I'd have to say no to a margarita. When I drink anything or eat anything with sugar, my heart starts thumping and racing. It's not good. I think I gotta touch the hypoglycemias or something. I don't know. I'm a mess. Put it on the list. Who knows? Put it on the list. All right, so this is going to go envelope, poly bag. Now, I'm going to show you why I do this like this, because I'm going to find a measuring tape. Man, I was so almost prepared today, you guys. I was so close to being prepared today. I almost had everything. Where's my measuring tape? Oh, there it is. Or there's one of them. Dollar store. Every time I go to the dollar store, I get one of these. I probably have 40 of them in my house. Blended says it's not fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, Margarita Day is tomorrow. All right. Well, that saves me today then. All right. So we're going to have 12 by 6. And then let's take a look at our weight on that. That is going to be 1.7. Today's Sticky Buns Day. I can't really have those either. I'm like doing this like, oh, it's the most boring thing ever. I'm doing this like kind of no refined carbs situation right now because I do have like, I get like weird heart thumpies after I eat it, which is probably not good. Every single person here is like, go to the doctor. But here's the thing. If I don't do the refined stuff, I feel fine. So I'm just not doing any like refined carbohydrates. I'm still doing like lentils and beans and oats and stuff like that. So A, it's really boring. But B, a sticky bun sounds so good right now. You don't need a Charity. It's fine. You don't need it. Wait, are you using a manual measuring tape? You don't sell adhesive one on your desk? No, you know what? I had a little one that was at the very beginning of this when I first started. And my hand caught on it all the time. And I kept peeling it up. So I just got rid of it. I use it so infrequently, if I'm being totally honest. I saw it on the news here and thought it was today. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, let's call it National Margarita Weekend. Ooh, Jay-licious is ready to party. Okay, so we are paying $7.58 for shipping. He paid $10.99. So we are making $3 on that. So it covers my original investment and everything for a total profit of about $25. Oh, that stinks. I love mine. Yeah, I tried it. It was one of the first kind of little things I bought. And maybe I didn't get a good one. I just picked the first one I saw sponsored on the Smile Amazon. And it rolled up. I think I'm just like, I'm kind of rough on stuff. I'm a mess, you guys. Let's just face it. Hot Mess Express come through. Beep, beep. All right, so this is going to Gerardo in Texas, which is why we got our shipping for such an inexpensive price. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. We are going to print that out and get it going. Yeah, I just don't use, I don't use it very often, Jay-licious, but I sell a lot of clothes. So I really only measure for like the hard goods. I didn't even really need to measure these shoes. I already knew what size they were, but I did it anyways. Yeah, I do a lot of cubic. Like, I would say cubic is probably my most shipping items that I do, because I'm doing like shirts and pants and stuff like that. All right, so these are going in here, headed off to the old post office, baby. The old post office, baby. All right, headed over to eBay. We're going to put our tracking number in and moving right along. Heart Local is here. Don't think that Heart Local isn't here, because they are. They're not afraid to come on TikTok and check out this redhead girl's video. Okay, now this next thing is going to be something we call you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I had someone reach out to me and ask me if they could purchase this item right here and get a deal. So I had it listed for $32, I think, and I took an offer for $25. So I got this and some of these other HP new inbox printer inks. I went to a community sale, and I like to go around at the end of a community sale and just see if anyone set anything out by the curb, because I am a trash pirate and I will literally go through the trash. So I'll go out, you put stuff out, I'm going through it. So I drove by and I was like, put on the brakes, and I reversed. There was like five printer ink things like this, new in the box, and one open one in this driveway sitting out by the front for free. So I was like, yep. So I snagged these up, and I have sold each of these for anywhere between like $25 to $32. These are the last two I have. So if you take 5 times, let's even just say it was 25, I made $125 on that, and I think I made like 15 on the one that was opened. It was unused, but the box was just open. So that was a nice little and reverse for literally the easiest things to list in the entire world. So this is why you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So when this person purchased it, I sent them a message and said, hey, I also have the same one in cyan if you're interested. And they said, yes, I am. And they sent me over an offer. So I was able to sell both of these. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm going to put these, they paid individually for this at 2 different times. So it didn't combine the shipping. So I am going to put these in one package, make a little bit of money on the shipping, maybe send like a $5 refund over, because that's a core values and a moral thing for myself. But still make a little bit of money on it. So nothing is wrong with that. And the cool thing about this is it's already in the box. So all we're going to do is put a little bit of foam on it, because you guys know I love my foam. I'm going to get known as like the foam shipper or something. All y'all that buy stuff from me on WN can probably attest to the insane, whoa! What is that? That was awesome! Oh my God! That's me! That's what I am. I'm a trash panda pirate. I'll go through any dumpster. That was so cool. Thank you so much, Jalicious. That was rad. That was amazing. Okay, not gonna lie, that was the coolest one I've seen. That was the coolest one I've ever seen. I didn't even know they had that. Whoa. What's up, Kitch? What is up, Kitch? What's going on with the booth? How's it going? All right, so I am just going to wrap these up here. And I like to put, when I do these, I always do, or when I do anything like this, I'll put a foam in between the two things. You always want your stuff to not touch when it's shipping. The number one reason things get broken when they're shipping isn't necessarily because the postman is rough, although let's face it, the postman's rough. It's also because your items are rumbling around in the bag. They're bumping on each other's hips, and they're causing, it's like a little mosh pit in your bag, and it's like, rah, don't, right? And they're just hitting each other and causing issues. So, we've been frozen snowed in all week. That's right, I saw that. Didn't you say that they canceled school and a bunch of other stuff? Like, serious. Like, weren't you saying your grocery store was all sold out of, like, bread or something like that? Like, something crazy. My Tupperware was, like, immaculately packed. It was so impressive. Thank you, Jalicious. And here's the deal. You guys are going to get mad foam. Like, Vintage Toys Brian B., He bought that one bucking bullseye toy for me, and it's like the plastic. So they used to use this chemical and plastic back in the 90s and the 80s when they did the plastic covering on toys. They didn't do it for very long. It only really happens now if you put stuff out in the UV rays. But I digress. Back in the old days, they used this stuff in the plastic that would cause certain plastics to break down and yellow. And so this bullseye toy is like really sensitive. I mean, it already has 2 little cracks at the top. Like, it is like sensitive. So B is gonna literally, I just like spit all over my desk. Okay. B is gonna literally have like 5 layers. He's gonna have a whole roll of foam to be able to resell his toys. So hey, get something from me and you'll also get foam to be able to ship your items out in. I have foam. I love it. Yeah. They shut down the city pretty much. And yep, bread completely wiped out. Yeah. Kitch is living in the Arctic. I'm fairly certain. Kitch is in the Arctic. It's been cold here too, you guys. We've had our faucets dripping for days. It's only 31 today, which in Texas is like insane. Like, we just don't get that kind of weather here. And so it is freezing out. I was going to go sit in the hot tub last night because my back was just killing me. Like, I got old bones, right? So I was hauling boxes. I did a ton of pictures and stuff yesterday. My back was just kind of hurting me, so I was going to go sit out in the hot tub for a few minutes. We have a little blow-up hot tub we got from Costco. Do not think I'm bougie or rich. It is a blow-up hot tub. So we're out. I was going to go out there, and I literally opened the door to go outside, and I was like, whoa, just kidding. I was like, it's so cold. I'm just not used to that. However, so next Friday, it's supposed to be 71 degrees. So crazy. Valerie just sent me an invite for WN, but I'm doing this. I haven't left my house since Monday. Yikes. I don't think I have either, but that's not my choice. No, that's not true. I did have to go get that foam. People got to give their milk sandwiches, right? Kelly here, it's been close to 70. Whoa. Heart, we don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear about none of that nice weather. No, just kidding. Tell us all about it, please. Tell us all about it. I know every time I see TA's picture on WN, TA's like in like a float thing, maybe at like a water park or something, and every time I say that, I'm just like, oh my god, I want to go back to Schlitterbahn so bad. I complained about getting sunburned last summer. I am not complaining this time. See, I wasn't on TT last summer yet, and we went to Schlitterbahn's, and I got like literally so burned. I am 50% German and 50% Irish. And so if there is sun out, I literally get like destroyed sunburn. This is me with a tan right now. And so I complained about it, and now I feel bad for complaining because holy smokes, it's so cold out. Oh my goodness. Crazy Melda, what are you doing today? What in the hell is going on? That's what I want to know. All right, so we're going to slip this in our bag here. So this is a 14.5 by 19, and this should fit in here. I may have to get a little bit creative, but we're going to try it out. So these people are going to get a cute little backpack and a thank you card. Slip it right on under the old saran wrap there, and it will be on its way. Yeah, J-Lissa says, shh. J-Licious, it's probably cold where you are still, too. She's in Pennsylvania, so. Green Thrifty Life, what are you doing in here? Just kidding. I know what you're here for. You're here to hang out. Lauren O'Toole, sounding like a very Irish person right there. I love it. What's your name? Lauren O'Toole is my name. Yeah, Schlitterbahn's Heart Local. So, okay, true story, guys. Story time. So, growing up, I would see, you know how they'd have, like, the little commercials on? Well, when I went to my grandparents' house, at my house, all we got was Canadian TV because we were poor and we could only afford the little antenna. But my grandparents were fancy and had cable, the little sliding tick thing. Anyways, so I'd watch one of the stations that wasn't, like, a local station, and it would advertise Schlitterbahn's. And so it was the first time I ever saw Schlitterbahn's, and I was like, I want to go there so bad. Because growing up in Washington, you don't really go to water parks because it's freezing. And then one of the very first shows I ever watched when we got cable, I mean, this is like back in like, I don't even know, like 2004 maybe or something like that, was a World's Greatest Water Parks thing. And they had Schlitterbahn's on there. And I was like, oh my God, it's that place. I want to go so bad. So for years I wanted to go, and I totally forgot about Schlitterbahn's. And then when we moved here, I started getting advertisements for it on my social media. And I was like, why are they advertising Schlitterbahn's? And then Justin was like, isn't Schlitterbahn's in Texas? And I was like, oh, what? I was like, it is! And so I looked it up. Schlitterbahn's is in New Braunfels, which is like 50 minutes from me. Like maybe an hour. It's not far. So we bought a season pass last year, and we are definitely getting it again this year. That is for sure. Like you go sit around the lazy river, hang out. We got a little bottle of water. I got a little floppy hat on. I don't wear a regular swimsuit because I wear like board shorts. So I got my little board shorts. I got my floppy hat. I got my fancy little water shoes. Just hanging out there. Oh yeah, baby. As long as you get your listings done for the day, right? There's no S, just Bahn. Worked there when I was 17. No, I have to call it Schlitterbahn's. It's always Schlitterbahn's. Just like pants are pants. So why aren't underwear underwears, right? Pants are pants because they have two legs. Well, so are underwears. So underwears, Schlitterbahn's. It's so cool that the water is a river, but it's cold. Yeah. Yeah, cold is good, though, when it's like 110 degrees. Okay, let's get this shipped out. So this is going to go to New Jersey. We're going to copy this. We're going to take it over, put it in pirate ship because it's definitely going to be over £1. And then we'll see what we can see. So let's see. Paste in the address. Paste in the address. Paste in the address. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, so we got, what, 15... I think we can get away with 14. 14 by 9 by 5. 14, 9, 5. 14, 9, 5. 14, 9, 5. 14, 9, 5. Sorry, I have to say it 300 times or I won't write it down right. And then 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Okay, so we are going to pay a total of, drumroll please, Cheryl, what's going on? My grandma used to call Walmarts Walmarts. I like that too. I've gotten so used to calling it Wally World that I don't even call it anything else now. Jason, what is good? Jason, Jem was talking some crap today. I'm just saying. All right, let's print this out. So we're paying $11.34. We are definitely making out like bandits today. Because I think they paid like $10 on each one of these. So I'm here. We can begin telling stories now. Southern, you missed it. There has been 3 stories already. 3 stories. You have missed 3 stories. What have you been doing? She's like, not paying attention to you and working. Thank you very much. All right, we're printing this out. I sent Thrifting Treasure a message. She was like, I appreciate you doing the live. It was so amazing. Thank you so much. And I was like, I'm a total fangirl, and I wasn't saying I'm messaging you, but I just wanted to thank you so much for all your inspiration. And like, I totally fangirled out. Then after sending the message, I realized that he had also complimented me on the Hustle and AZ's post. He was like, NiceComps, that's the best name ever. And I was like, oh my God, Thrifting Treasure thinks it's the nicest thing ever. That's amazing. What a nerd. What a nerd I am. Oh my goodness. I love it. All right, going in here. Like, his Leprechaun new Leprechaun one, amazing. And nobody invited me. Yeah, what's up with that, you guys? Why aren't you inviting the Mac Attack? I mean, come on. Yes, okay, J-Licious is going to catch you up. We're eating sticky buns, we're drinking margaritas, and rolling around in foam. Perfect. I need to know if an In-N-Out burger is really as good as I hear. Yeah, it is. It is. If you like smash burgers, I love smash burgers, so I do the In-N-Out burger, but I get it protein style. And what's really cool is they generously, instead of putting a bun on it, they put lettuce on the outside, but it's like this thick. And it's like that thick, yummy, crunchy, cold. Oh my gosh, now I want an In-N-Out burger. It's that with the iceberg lettuce, and then you get the double meat, double cheese, because I mean, and then you got the lettuce. I don't do the tomato on it. I know when tomatoes start to get warm, I just don't like them as much. unless it's in a spaghetti sauce, but that's in a different category. So I just do it with the, the mustard and the lettuce and the double meat, double cheese. So good. So good. I want it in out here so bad. Yeah. They're amazing. They are amazing. They be forgetting me all the time. I know. What's up with that? I will pass. We want to try some soon, says Foxy. Well, quickly. Oh my goodness. Guys, we need to get Foxy an In-N-Out burger. She's fading. Quickly. Someone send her one. The girl needs one. She's gonna literally die. Literally. All right, saving, continuing. Yeah, so they spent like $10 on the shipping on that. So I am excited because we combined that up. And that's why you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So when I sell an item and I know I have another item that's like that item or close to that item, or like on Depop, I let people know, hey, if you purchase another item, it'll ship free, because I have this thing on my Depop where if someone purchases something and they purchase another item before I can ship it out, it bundles them together and it only charges them the highest shipping price. So like if I sell a pair of shoes and the shipping is $10 and then I sell a shirt and the shipping is $3, it'll not charge them the $3. Well, I just put the shirt in with the shoes and I always buffer my shipping a little bit so I don't lose money on that. And it gets me double sales over on Depop, so it works pretty good. Junk Drawer Finds is in the house. I love that. Is that Levi? Is that your official name, Levi? Riz is here. Riz, I got another zipper to fix. God Lord, I need to be better about checking zippers, guys. I am terrible about checking those. I get so excited about the item and then I don't pay attention. All right. Next thing we've got over here on the eBays is a pair of jeans, $10.49. So I've had these for a little while. I am thankful that this style has come in because I have had these longer than this style's been in. So this is a pair of Lucky Brand Lolita bootcut flat back pocket dark wash jeans. And they have the really nice flared bottom. Now, I went into a bunch of my old listings, and I'm not sure if it's on this one, but I went into any of my listings that have the flare boot cut, and down in my keywords, I literally put Kendrick Lamar in my keywords down deep on the listing, because he has made the Y2K, the flared cowboy western was already popular, but now the like writing on the floor Y2K. I think the next thing that's going to come in is probably, mark my words, is the big, huge, chunky platform Skechers. Wait for it. Those will come in with the little silk camisoles are already in, but with the little braids, instead of braids, it would be twist backs with the butterfly clips and the big messiness in the back. Can we just say brats? Again, that style's already kind of in, but I have a feeling it's just going to get even deeper. We're going deep. We're getting deep into that. There's going to be, it's getting deep. We got girls with beaded bracelets coming up. I mean, people are going to be making philo necklaces at any moment here. Like, it has happened. So these are going to Ruby in California. They're going to be over £1. So we are going to ship them in our little bags here. I cannot thank Snapdabble enough for this rock she sent me. Like, she had all intentions of it just being a cute rock, which it is. But it has become the greatest weight on top of my shipping bags of all time. I just have all my shipping bags over here, and then I just have a little rock on top of them, and that way the bags don't go flying all the time, because usually they do. Jelly shoes are back, girl. I'm telling you, we are in deep. It's gone from just the cool, trendy, thick embroidered Looney Tunes 90s to now we're going into like what I considered like the trash clothes of the 90s. Hey, no shade. It just is what it is. The undergarment camisoles, the like weird little rope belts, the huge stacks of the like cheesy plastic bracelets, jelly shoes, like all that kind of like, you would think of it as like stuff you'd get from like Temu or something now. You wouldn't think of it as like real fashion, but it is. And it's so crazy how fast it's come back. So yeah, so many blisters from those, dude. Tore up your feet. I remember, Southern story time. So when I was a little girl, jelly shoes were my jam. And it's when we were still living in Colorado. There's this road called Aurora that we used to go down, and it was this Aurora aroma. They used to have like a mill or something on it, and it was so stinky. And so my mom would always want us to roll up the windows. Well, we were in a 1976 Firebird, so let's face it, it's getting hot in there. There's no AC. This doesn't exist, right? So I'd roll down the windows, and my mom would roll them back up, and I'd roll down the window, and she'd roll it back up. And I'd get so annoyed that she'd put it back up because I didn't understand. I was little. I didn't understand what the smell was. So I used to hate wearing shoes when I was little. Really, I think what it was socks, which is probably why I wear these all the time. So I would take off my jelly shoes and my socks when my mom would put socks on me because the jelly shoes would give me blisters. So I'd pull off the jelly shoe and I'd throw it. And I'd throw it outside the car. Well, she bought me a new pair like twice, I think. And this is like when we lived in Colorado, my parents still had a jewelry store, so they were making okay money. That did not carry over when my mom started just cleaning houses. But when I was like four or five, I mean, we were not rich, but we were just like lower middle class, you know. So she had $5 to buy me some new shoes or whatever. And so after like the second pair of throwing them out the window, she's like, I'm sick and tired of this. This street's got this highway is gonna have your shoes are just gonna be littered down this highway. And like it's such a clear memory for me. I was so little, but it's such a clear memory of me. Probably because I was so devastated because I didn't get any more jelly shoes. I didn't get another pair for like 2 more years. So I never threw them out the window again. KT Blooms, what's up? You guys know I have to tell a story. Gotta tell a story. It's gotta happen. All right, Ruby, let's take a look and see what we are going to ship these out for. Let's take a look. These are going to go for, what are they going to go for? I don't know because I got to put the length in them. 10 by 5 by 1 by 4. Okay, so they paid $8.99 for shipping. We are paying, it's going to Cali, so sometimes they really gouge me. $7.56, not bad. So we made about $1.50 on the shipping on that. Covers the original cost, which was $1. And so we made about $20 on these pants, I think, somewhere right in there. So, Ruby from Oceanside. Nope, Ruby from Lodi. Ruby from Lodi is getting some pants. Oh, it's getting warm in here. Oh my gosh, the heater's on. Where's my fan's on? Blech. I know I'm complaining that it's warm, but it's cold outside. I know. I'm like, I want it to be warm, but not too warm. I want it to be cool with a little bit of a fan breathing. Oh my goodness, Ford is here. Guys, Ford's here. Join the team. Yeah, Ford. Ford's on the team. That's because I called him out earlier, huh? I called you out, didn't I, Ford? So I put on Thrifting Treasures video that he had done. If you guys haven't watched it, it's hilarious, by the way. He did this, like, reseller's been arrested. And it's for, like, stealing from the poor and taking all of the good deals. It's this hilarious video that he made. But I commented on there. I was like, oh, Ford's the one that reported you, huh? FBI, open up. FBI's here. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Lock him up. Trying to recall the 90s, says Riz. I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, so we're going to put the tracking number on these ones here. And let's get these sent out to our good friend, Ruby in Lodi. Stuck in Lodi again is the song. Okay, next thing up, another pair of pants. Shocker, because I think that's what I sell the most of. Aaron's here, yay! All right, next pair we've got is a pair of Cinch Grant medium wash Western straight leg denim jeans. 3436's Cowboy is the title. Pick these up for $1. I had them listed for, I think, $31. Someone sent me an offer for $25. I'm going to scoop that up all day because I paid $1. So these are going to manual in Texas as well. So we will actually make a little bit on the shipping on these as well, which is fantastic. He is going to get a water bottle and a little card. LG Flippers, what are you doing? What in the heck is going on with you today, kid? All right, so these are going in here and... okay, so I also want to tell you guys something ridiculous that I ordered. All right, so I have the costume for Tuesday's WN show coming, which is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm cracking my own self up. So it's a video game show. We're going to do video games. I don't know if I'm going to throw anything else in there. I may have toys or something. I'm not sure. I got to see how many games I have. I just came across another box in the garage with like completely full of video games. I'm like, good Lord, how did I even get all these? So, I know, 5:30 in the morning garage sales. So we're doing a video game. So I have a video game costume, which is going to be fantastic. And then the week after that, I am doing vintage movie posters and vintage pop culture posters. So I've got like, bands and sports ones and just a bunch of like vintage posters, mainly from like the early 90s. And then the movie posters some are like Y2K, some are like 2015, and then some are like early 2000s. Anyways, but I was trying to come up with a costume because for the poster one, it's not going to be me. It has to be a table, because I've been watching poster people that sell posters on WN to see how to do this, and watching what they do, and they just lay the poster out on the table. So I was trying to come up with a costume idea because I won't be showing myself. It will be my voice, and then it'll be like my hands and my arms. And I came up with this stupidest idea. It's absolutely so dumb, and it's gonna require me to craft, but it's so ridiculous. I told Justin what I was gonna do, and he was like, oh my God. He's like, how do you even come up with that? I was like, I don't know. It was a fever dream when I was waking up this morning. I had a Teenage Bottle Rocket song stuck in my head, which is, he came from the radio, it came from outer space. Like, it's this whole song. Anyways, so that was in my head, and I was thinking about the show, and it just came to me, and it's so dumb. The video game costume's really dumb too, but they're both just so stupid. I am so excited for you guys to see them. I'm having so much fun with this. I'm probably spending too much money on costumes, but I can't help it. It's so fun. And like, there's just not a lot of fun right now in the world. You know, eggs are $89 a package. Gas is going up. People are losing their homes. I just want to dress up and bring a little bit of joy. So we'll see. So we paid $8.99. We're paying $7.56. We made like $1 on. Oh no, just kidding. These are a totally different pair of pants. Charity, pay attention to what you're doing. Stop. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, moving back to pirate ship. I almost just printed out the label again. Oh my goodness. See a table, be a table. No such thing as ridiculous. Oh my Lord. Gee, hippie, I knew it was you. I knew it was you from your photo, but I was like, that has to be. But I don't have my glasses on, so like you guys, I can always tell Jason's because it's like hot pink, and I know Thrifty's Ducky's because it's got the like blue square in the middle. So I go off of like what your pictures are, and I'm like, that's G Hippie's beard. But I was like, that's not his names. You guys don't change your pictures ever. I'll never know who you are. All right, so these are going to Manual in Texas, and we've got, like 10 by 6 by 1 by 9. So he paid $8.99 for shipping. We're not going to pay very much because they're staying in Texas, which is like, yeehaw, love that. So these, yeah, 613, that's my lucky number. So these are going UPS ground, 613. I am getting power texted by my husband, who is texting me jet dry. I don't know what that means. What is jet dry? Why are you texting me jet dry? Oh, so he remembers a shopping list. Oh, the dishwasher stuff. Oh, and 12 by 12 by 1 and 20 by 30 by 1, which I'm guessing is the sizes of poster tubes, because I got to order poster tubes to ship the posters out for the WN show. Oh my gosh. You, my friend, have been so incredibly influential and so many success stories. We love that. Oh my Lord. Southern, I feel the same way about you. I love watching you grow. Like, literally, Southern. You know what's great about Southern, too? She'll ask a question, and she really wants to learn. So she doesn't want to just know the answer. She's like, how do you know that? How'd you find that out? How'd you figure that out? And I love that. That is such a huge thing. Erica thinks, thank you for your positive energy. World definitely needs more of it. I agree. The world needs more dumb, stupid costumes. Oh, my goodness. You guys, oh my goodness. Those sounds like filter sizes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Oh, it probably is filters. Probably is filters. Well, we do this, like we'll text each other the grocery list so we don't forget. So he generally is the one that goes to the store because I get like so much anxiety in stores. So I just like try to avoid them if I can. But so I'll just text him out. So our texts are like silly memes, ridiculous pictures, pictures of the dog, requests for food, and things we need to get at the store. That's like, I'm sure everyone's pretty much looks like that. So we are definitely making some money on the shipping on this one. No snooze off my ruse, baby. No snooze off my ruse. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say it. So $6.13, we are making like, what, $2 on that, over $2 on that. Love that. Love that. All right, I got to make sure too, LG, that I follow this account. Are you using this account now? Can I follow you from here? How do I do that? Oh yeah, follow. There we go. All right, are you using this one now, Hippie? Or you're just using both of them? Just one more chap. That goes along with, just one more chapter. What's the other one I saw? Oh, no, it wasn't dance. Somebody was in here the other day and I thought it was you for a second. And it was just one more, not dance, one more, just one more. Wasn't just one more time. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. I'll think of it. You know what's going to happen is it's going to be 4:30 in the morning and I'm going to sit straight out of bed and say it is what's going to happen. Always learning, you stop growing. Dude, no doubt. That is the greatest lesson I ever learned. And I'm sure you guys probably have heard this story before, but there's this awesome guy. His name's Jerry Ahern. He is the guy that wrote the original book on cosmetology. When I went to cosmetology school way back in the 90s, they weren't using that book anymore, but he was really good friends with the guy Gene Juarez, which is the school that I went to get my teaching license and then also to learn how to do hair. And so when I was there, he wasn't supposed to be my teacher. It was supposed to be somebody else, but they got sick. And so he stepped in and decided to do the teacher training part of the program for this part. Anyways, long story short, he said something to me that I'll never forget. And it was about hair, but you could totally like use that same thing for reselling. So here's what he said. If you've done hair for 20 years and you've never done any continuing education, you haven't done hair for 20 years. You've done hair 1 year, 20 times. And it's the same thing with reselling. You haven't been reselling for 5 years if you haven't been learning, because otherwise you've just been doing reselling 1 year, 5 times. And so that has always stuck with me. And that's why I probably try to consume so much content from other resellers, because it's all those little nuggets that people give you that helps you to, learn and grow and stretch. Someone had sent me a super lowball offer for something, and I stick to my guns about things because I already run a 10% off sale on my eBay. And so if somebody sends me an offer, I'll do another 10%, so 20% off, an extra 5 if it's something that's been sitting in my closet for a really long time. That's 25% off. That's a good deal, right? So they kept coming back, and I just kept sending the same thing. And I do that on Poshmark. I do it on eBay. I send the same thing. It's like, this is the lowest I'm going to go. So either you take it or you don't. Now, here's the cool thing. 50% of the time, they'll just take it for my offer. They'll finally accept it. And then the other 50% of the time, they don't get it. 10% of that time, 15% of that time, they come back and eventually get it. And a lot of times they just pay the more expensive price. So that's it. I'm becoming a motivational speaker. Oh my goodness. Yes, you should be, Mac. I try to learn something new every day. Says B. Yes, B. I agree. Learning something new every day. Okay, next thing we've got here is a shirt. This is a totally spooky Snap Dabble shirt. I can't believe Snap's not in here. If it was black, it would be exactly for Snap. So this is the Terrifier 2. Just a second, I gotta complete a puzzle because that's an activity that we do. So it's Terrifier. It is a crazy movie and it's a crazy picture. So, so we sold this for $12 over on the Bay. It's not vintage or anything like that, but a nice little quick flip. I think I paid like $2 or something for that. Can't remember. Anyway, so there's that. And they are going to get a little sticker here. I had a pumpkin one, which would have been great, but I don't have that. So they're going to get a planet. It says, give me space. Oh my goodness. Second Chances is here. What's going on? Southern says, people have told me I could be a writer, but I don't think I have near enough patience. Oh, I hear that. Just keep writing on here. Just keep writing on here. Ooh, my little bag made a little squeaky fart sound. I love that. You're learning when you don't know you're learning, says God. I agree with that. Sometimes those are the best, too. You don't realize what you don't know until you realize that you know what you didn't know. Whoa, I don't even know how that went, but it went somehow. It went some way. That was something. All right, we're putting that in there. We're getting that shipped off. And this is going to go straight out of eBay because it is under a pound. So we're at 6 ounces for this. And I should have my dimensions already set for that. So they paid $5.99. We are paying $4.71. So made about $1.20 in shipping, which probably almost covers the cost. I think I paid like $2 for this. I don't totally remember. It was something like that. This is going to Ryan in Bellingham, Washington, which I know exactly where that is. I have spent time in Bellingham, Washington. Bellingham, Washington is like really super close to Canada. So there's some great, great, great outlet malls up there. If you are in that area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to print this out here. And away we go. Away we go. All right. Just another piece. Just one more piece. That's what it was. Just one more piece. It was just one more piece. Piece of candy. I told you I'd get it, and it wasn't even 4 o'clock in the morning. That was the one we were talking about, right? Oh my God. Guys, I'm telling you. It's a nightmare up here. It's a nightmare. That was it. That was it. Dizzy Carver's like, yes, that was it. I'm like, it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. Man, I do that with, do you guys do that with like actresses or actors or a movie and you're like, it's the one, it's the lady that was in the thing with the da-da-da. Back in the day, kids. All right, time for Grandma to come out here. All right, Grandma's got to put her glasses on. All right, kids, let me tell you about the old days. Here we go. So back when I was a young whippersnapper, we used to have this thing called a video store. And you'd walk in the video store and all the movies were on the walls. And you'd go to get the movie you wanted, but it wasn't there. So you'd stay in the store for hours just waiting for someone to put that movie in the drop box. And every time someone dropped a movie off, you'd go and stand next to the drop box and you'd wait for the movies to come in. And then you'd be like, I want to see Wedding Crashers so bad. Why won't it come through the drop slot? So you'd look and finally the movie would come there. But the other thing you'd do is when you were at home, if you could think of a movie and you couldn't remember the actor or the actress's name and it was driving you bananas, you'd call up on the old rotary phone and they'd say, thank you for calling Blockbuster. May I help you? And you'd say, oh, excuse me. I'm just a tiny old lady with a question. I was thinking of this movie the other day called 9 to 5 and I couldn't remember the actress's name in it. Jane someone. And they'd say, just a minute, ma'am, let me look it up. And they'd look and they'd ask their coworkers, you know what? They'd get the movie out of the thing. They'd be like, Jane Fonda. And you say, oh, yes, that's it. That's the name, Jane Fonda. Oh, thank you, dear, so much. I do appreciate all of your time and your effort. You're amazing. I'll see you next Thursday for movie release night where I'll be receiving 2 movies, a bucket of popcorn, Milk Duds, and a Surge energy drink. Thank you so much, dear. Goodbye. That's what we used to do. That was it. Nurses in the house. You could rent a beach. Be kind and rewind. If you were me and you lived at my house and we were super, super broke, we couldn't afford a VCR, so we'd rent one on Thursdays. It was $2.99 to rent a VCR. We would rent a VCR. Now, did that save us money in the long run? Absolutely not. But my mom would get tips from people when she cleaned their houses, and that would be our movie and our VCR rental. I think my grandparents finally purchased us a VCR. Because guys, they were really expensive. It wasn't like now. I mean, they were like $150 or $200 for a VCR. And back then, that was like $500 or something. It was insane. So, anyways, that was, Riz says that was dude, that's because it happened. Serge, how about the Jolt Cola? Dude, I would drink, a Jolt would make my heart thump like crazy right now, but I would drink one. Oh my God.
Like 600 milligrams of caffeine.
I know they do. Dude, do you remember Jolt Cola, honey?
Hell yeah.
So good. They had like a cola taste, but also like the taste of like a heart issue mixed with like a little Dr. Pepper splash and like just insane amounts of like never stop energy. Oh my Lord, the pickle man. I would 100% get that. All right, let's go over to the old Poshy. Betamax was expensive back in the days. Yes, Betamax was. And I remember when laser discs first came out too. And I remember my mom telling me, so my mom cleaned houses for these really rich people and their last name was Worth. That's not a joke. Their last name was was it W-E-R-T-H? I think it was. It sounded like Worth, but spelled with an E. Anyways, they had got like a laser disc player. I remember her telling me that they spent like $2,500 on this thing. So $2,500 in, like, let's look this up. So this would have been in 1990 maybe. Wait, how do I say it? Let's see. $2,500 in 1990 would be how much today? Let's see. So that'd be $6,000 today. $6,000. Oh my God, inflation. Holy cow. So I remember her telling me, she's like, you'll never believe what they got. And she was telling me about it. And I was like so fascinated. The discs were like this big or something. They were like huge. So crazy. It always tastes vaguely of metal to me. Dude, Dizzy, that's because it was metal. It was like, raw, you want to have energy. Raw. That's what it was. It was literally, there was literally a death metal, hardcore, metalcore band inside of everyone. All right, where's Posh Mark? Good, Justin, get back to work. What are you doing? You're not even paying attention to what you're doing. Just kidding, honey, you're doing a great job. All right. Oh, must be dog feeding time. Okay, so what we sold over on the Posh was, do you guys remember how I tell you I love doing bundles of shirts? So what I do when I go to a garage sale or I go to a thrift store and there's a whole bunch of like a college team's t-shirts, right? What I'll do is I just bundle them together when I get home, or like I'll bundle Nike Dry Fit t-shirts together, or stuff that like maybe it's a $10 t-shirt, but the problem is that someone doesn't want to pay $10 for it because then they got to pay like $6 for shipping, right? Well, now it's a $16 t-shirt. They can get that same t-shirt new for like $35. Do they really want to get it? There's always like this like, So I have found if I bundle sports t-shirts together, they sell. So this is a bundle of 4 different sports t-shirts. They're all within almost the exact same size, but they're all for USC Trojans. So all 4 of these. Now, I could have gotten 10, 12, 14 for all of these. So I probably could have gotten close to, let's say, close to $48 maybe, 50 bucks. Let's even say $50, right? But that means I got to take pictures of each of these individually. I got to list them. I got to wait for them to sell. I got to do that. And I don't want to do that. I want to turn and churn and burn, baby. So I put these up for $38 for all of these. And they sold over on Poshy. Only had to do 1 set of photos. Only had to do 1 listing. All of that thing. And then this person's stoked. They only have to pay 1 fee for shipping. And they get to have 4 t-shirts. So I am telling you right now, the bundles and the sets of stuff is the way to go. You sounded like Guar. Woo, I have a very inappropriate story about Guar that I cannot tell you on here, but I have seen them live. Oh, that was a night. All right. I seen Annie in the early 80s on Laserdisc. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have seen Miss Annie. I liked Savannah Smiles. That was like my jam. Sharon B, what's good? You guys are like, what's the story? I'm like, you're never gonna know it. Because it involves somebody else, so I can't talk about it. Nope, Nicole, I knew it. I knew that was coming. I love y'all, but that's a story that just stays between me and my good friend Jess and a crazy, crazy night in Seattle. Nope, no code. Sorry. Love y'all. I'll tell you. I can tell you anything, but I can't tell you everything. All right, we're going to download this label here and get this printed out. So this is going to where this is going. This is going to Giancarlo in California. Student resident hall, which means these are all going to that college. Boom, done. He's probably going to get them and resell them to his friends. Perfect. I love it. I love that. What was Hessel talking about the other day? So he bought a jersey from someone like on WN, I think. I think that's what he said. And then he turned and sold it to somebody on WN that then had it up for auction over on eBay. And I think that's how the story goes. I could be butchering it, but it was something like that. I love that. The reason I love that is because that is taking things and giving them a new life. And not only are you giving that item a new life, but look at how many families that helped in the meantime. I mean, I don't know. There is something about this business that I love about that. I love that we are able to take something that was just a discarded nothingness item that was going to end up in a landfill or something, and we're able to give it this new home, and someone's going to put that shirt on and be like, dude, that is the fit. That is drip. I love this. That's what someone's going to do. And I love that. I just love that. Like, and that item's going to bring joy to them. And then maybe they pass it to someone else, or maybe it goes back into the reseller pool and you come across it again. I just love that. And I love that. We are all here to listen, says LG. Oh yeah, I'm sure y'all are. Hey, Blended. I know. I love that. It's my little soft part of my heart that gets all like excited about that kind of stuff. So, all right, so we're going to put a little sticker on the outside of this like I do with all these Tyvexes because they're just on these packages, guys, don't trust that the like sticky stuff on these. I'm not talking about the bubble wraps. The bubble wraps are so sticky, like, I mean, you need like a NASA astronaut's bio weapon to be able to open those up. But I don't know what that means, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. But for these Tyvek ones, they just come apart so easily. So make sure you're putting something on the outside, either some free priority stickers or your own tape or whatever. Phoebes, what's good? Phoebes is in the house. Don't think that Phoebes isn't. Phoebes is great. Let's all face the fact that Phoebes is amazing. All right, we're marking this as shipped. We're getting on our little label. So just the one Poshmark sale yesterday. Almost made a second Poshmark sale, but the item sold over on Depop like minutes before. I sold a pair of shoes, and then I had someone messaging me about the shoes during this shoes exchange, which you're about to see another really cool sale here in a second. So, all right, putting those in here. So it was a busy day yesterday. I think, like I said, I think we did 13 packages between yesterday and today. So I like that. Much better than January, for sure. So lucky to have found your live. Oh, gosh. Thanks, LG. I love that. Thank you. LGG hippie. Okay. All right. Story time. So I got these boots. Oh, we got another offer too. Just a second, guys. Offers always come first. We got to do offers. Offers come first. And we got to put on our old lady glasses. I can't wait to get my prescriptions on my Metas so I can just wear them all the time. All right, so I love this. We were just talking about this. So I've got a Brooks Brothers shirt. I got it for $1. Now, the thing about Brooks Brothers shirts is if there's a logo on the outside or there's something like discerning about it, they usually sell for pretty good money. If there really isn't anything special and it's just like a really standard Brooks Brother, they don't sell for as much as you would want them to sell for. And this is just a really plain, striped, basic Brooks Brothers. Anyways, I have it listed for $14.87. And this person kept messaging me and they kept wanting to do the offer for like $10, $10.50, and I was like, this is the lowest I can go. I think I sent them the offer. I think 12 was the one I sent them. It might have been 11.50. And we've gone back and forth. I wish on Depop you could see what your other offers are. I hate that the stuff disappears. But they just sent me a thing for the amount. See? You stick to your guns. Oh, I love it. We were just talking about this. All right, just a second, guys. I got to send this out. Give me a second. Stuck to my guns in one, honey. All right, so this is the other thing I send out on Depop when I send stuff out. So once I have accepted an offer, I have a little keywords copy paste thing that I send out that says, thank you for your order. I'll get this shipped out once payment is applied. If you run into any issues with the delivery of the item or anything else, please reach out so I can help. Now on Depop, I also send out an additional thing, and I'll show you what that is right now in live time. All right, just a second. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Why am I having a brain fart? What is my keyword for that? I just changed this last week. Give me a second. Payment applied. No, it's not the keyword. Offer accepted Depop. Oh my gosh. You have to remember your keywords, right? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Oh my god, this is so funny. I just changed my keywords, you guys, to something that I thought would be easier, and of course it wasn't. Because that's the life I live. Where is it? There it is. There it is. All right. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that on live video. Okay. Try that again. Okay. It says offer accepted. Once payment is applied, I can get this shipped out. And I forgot to add this. If you add another item to your order, it will ship free with this item. Thanks so much. So the reason I put that is because on my Depop, like I said, I have it set to where if they purchase multiple items in a bundle, then they only pay the most expensive shipping. Because normally I can fit the other item into the original item. And because I put a little buffer on my shipping, that works. Now, if you are on Depop and you do not use your own shipping, you can still set it up for this. So let's say someone buys a pair of boots for $20 and then they buy a pair of shoes for $20. The shipping is $15 on this and it's $6 on this. They would only pay the $15. Now, you got to be willing to eat that $6 though. So I guess it depends on what your pricing's like. I mean, there's different variables in there. I'm not telling you guys what to do in your business, but it's because you're live. I know, Phoebes, that's so funny. I literally changed that. I can't believe I did that. I think I'm going to change it back right now to something like more basic because obviously my brain is not going to remember that. So let's look here. We're going to change it right now. Okay, perfect. All right, so I've changed it to offer accepted Depop. That way it's like, what am I doing? Offer accepted Depop. What am I doing? Offer accepted Depop. What is your keyword for this, Charity? Offer accepted Depop. What did you do? I accepted an offer on Depop, so it's offer accepted Depop. Okay, sorry, I had to do that. If I don't do that, I'll never remember it, and I'm going to have to go through this every time. KT Blooms, what's up? Kings of New Orleans. Okay, all right. Anyways, I am digressing and I'm all over the place. See, this is what happens. The ADHD kicks in and we just start rolling and rocking. Drink some coffee, get your focus back. Seven Deuces, what is good? What platforms are you saying? I'm not familiar. Depop, Phoebes. So Depop is a social media platform that happens to sell items. I say it that way because that way you'll get less frustrated when people send you an offer and accept it and don't pay. Think of it as the mall for people between the ages of 18 to 35 kind of max. A lot of pop culture, a lot of vintage, a lot of t-shirt bros sell there. It's a place where people like to get deals and steals and wheels and all that kind of stuff. So I usually mark myself up a little bit over on Depop because I know people are going to want a deal. So if I mark myself up over a little bit over there, then even if I'm running a sale or people want a discount, I'm still getting what I want to get out of it. So, all right, here we go, guys. So this is how this went down. So I bought this pair of boots at a yard sale for $4. Now, here's what should have gone down. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. What I should have done is before I listed these, because these are like basically brand new, but they have been worn like once or twice. So I should have just taken these suckers out of the box and discarded the box and sold these without the box. Because the problem is the box is so huge that it made the shipping really crazy on these. But I got lazy. I'd already done all the pictures and I was like, I'll just put them up and either they're going to sell or not sell. And I kind of had in my brain, if these things don't sell within the next like 20 or 30 days, I'll just re-photograph them when my Nifty relists them. So fortunately they did sell. I did not get what I wanted to get out of these. I had never sold this brand before. It's called Jewels. It's like totes, but it's like kind of like the generic totes. So the comps on these just were not kind of where I wanted them to be. We're also kind of getting out of that season and getting more into like spring and summer and stuff like that. So anyways, long story short, I bought them for $4. I took an offer for $18 because I just did not want to have to re-photograph and go through all of the relisting and all that because that's me. These are also going to a place in Texas, so my shipping will be good, and they're on Depop. So you got to go with me, my method of my madness. So whenever I do something, I want to try to at least make my money back. I'd like to make a little extra. So on Depop, I know people are going to get offer or get deals, and so what I do is I send that thing out, the offers accepted Depop keyword. And in there it says if you purchase another item, if payment's applied and you purchase another item at the same time before you pay, you'll get the second item will ship free. And it does help me to sell extra items. Case in point, these shoes. So I reached out to the girl and I said, hey, if you'd like to get another item, these will ship for free. And she said, I was looking at those navy Converse you have. I'm interested. I'm like, great. I'll give you a little discount on those. And I'll just include them with the shipment. So now I can put these suckers in this box with this. The second item ships free, so she's not paying any shipping on this. But I already have the box. These things are already going. It may cost me $1 or $2 more. But I've had these Converse forever. For some reason, these ones just haven't sold. I'm wondering, the backs are kind of faded out. The All-Star on the back is pretty worn off. I got them for $1, so it's fine. They're definitely used. So I'll be able to go in here. So these sold for I think these sold for $15. I'd have to look it up. And these sold for $18. So I want to see how ahead we come on this crazy brain thought. Now, if you're a newer reseller and you're like, this all just sounds too complicated, guess what? This is. You don't need to do all of this. This is just me learning, and I am a little further in my reselling journey. Maybe I'm like in 5th grade. Maybe you're, in 1st grade or you're figuring it out. I'm not even in middle school yet either, guys, so I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So I do stuff so that I can kind of see, so I know next time how to do that. Let me see, I have Callie's in the house. What is up? Can you share your store so I can check it out? Yeah, Phoebes, I'm NiceComps everywhere. One word. You can find me on IG, YT, FB, TT, eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, Mercari, and WN, which is Whattied Nutty. You can find me on NiceComps everywhere. Fetty Wap's in the house. Fetty Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so what we're going to do is these sold for $18, and I think these sold for $15. So we're at $33 right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these. Now, I want to be a little bit conscious of my weight on these because I am going to be paying, they paid for shipping, but I am going to be doing it in pirate ship, and I want to cover my costs. So we're going to use some foam, and we're going to see what we can get this to. Where's my scissors? Oh, they're there. So we're going to see what's going to happen, guys. Ready? Here we go. We're going to play a little let's make a package and see what kind of steals and deals and wheels we can get. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a little liner in here. So note to self resellers, and most y'all already know this. I'm still learning. But if you've got something that comes in a box like this and it's not going to increase the value, get rid of the box. Because I could have sold these boots for the same exact price, probably even more, because the shipping on these had to be so much. Let's see, what did I have the shipping on these? Yeah, $13, which is like, that's a lot of shipping. These boots could have shipped for, you know, probably 10, 15 or something. So, all right, so we're going to package that up. And I may even still eat it on the shipping, friends. I don't know. We're going to find out. Fortunately, these are staying in Texas, so by the grace of God, these sold locally. So we're going to put those in first, and then we're just going to take our little tennies. Now, remember what I said, though. We want to make sure that we do this a little bit. So we want to stuff the toes just a little bit, because there is that weird psychological thing that comes along with getting a pair of shoes and having it look like that. I've got my factory tie laces look on there, and look at that. Which one of those shoes looks better to you? The one that's stuffed or the one that's collapsed? Well, the one that's stuffed lightly. I mean, look at the difference of that. That's just a huge difference in what the person's mind will say about the shoe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little foam on these, and then we're going to wrap them in here. This person's going to have lots of foam, too. They're so excited. Foam for everyone. It's like Oprah. You get foam. You get foam. You get foam. All right. And I just got to see the best way to get these in here. It's going to be that. And then that. Perfect. Boom shakalaka. Normally I would saran wrap and all that, but I don't think I need to. Well, maybe just a piece. Maybe just a piece. Maybe just a piece. Charity, follow your rules. Follow your rules. Come on. You can do it. What's up, Enrique? I gotta learn how to do that knot. Ooh, that's a good idea. I should do a video on that, huh, guys? I should do a video on the factory knot. Let us write that down, shall we? Shall we write that down, kids? That's a really, really, really good idea. Let me get to my little to-do list here. So, video on factory knot. I also made, but I haven't edited it yet, I did a video for you guys on dating your Levi's, how to find what model number it is, and all that good stuff. Oh my gosh, guys, it's the funniest thing happen. Thanks, Enrique. Yes, oh my gosh. Thanks for the shout out. Of course, you're working out instead of listening to music. Oh yeah, baby. Get it. Enrique. Insta. Pump the iron. Run. Work out. Be strong. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Now you've listened to music and worked out. Look at that. All right, so I hope she doesn't hate me, but I am going to have to put a little piece of tape on this. And she's getting a steal, so if I don't put tape on this, I am not confident in the sending of it. So we're going to tape this down. Now, I am not putting this box in a box or anything fancy like that. We are going to put a little foam around this, and we're going to call it good. Because otherwise, we are going to end up being charged $1 billion for shipping on this. Yes, so I had something so funny happen. So somebody had, a couple people had tagged me. I think it was DW, maybe Jennifer. A couple other people had tagged me saying, hey, Southern is doing a Ford. Southern's doing a video, or Southern's live, and she wants to know how to find a model number or something for her Levi's. And everybody knows I'm kind of like the Levi's girl. So I popped in, and Southern's like, how do I find the Levi's tag, or how do I know what model it is? So I was doing talk to text because I was working at the same time. So I just kept hitting the talk to text option, and so it kept doing it, and I didn't realize over and over and over it was telling her to look for the PCP number, like over, and I'm like, why is she not seeing it? Why is she not seeing what I'm talking about? I'm like, Southern, the PCP, and I kept saying PC9, which is what it is on a Levi's. but my autocorrect, for some reason, just kept changing it to that over and over and over again, and I didn't notice it until I messaged her over on Instagram, because I sent her a message, or I sent on the live, I was like, hey, I'll message you on IG and let you know the exact directions. So I go over to IG and I did a talk to text, and then I went to go back and read what my thing had wrote, and I noticed it wrote the PCP, and I was like, oh my God, I bet it did that on that entire live, which is why the whole time Southern's looking at it probably and going, why is she telling me to look for that? So funny. Talks to text is the greatest invention that we've ever gotten as a species, and also the worst invention we've ever gotten as a species. Like, literally, like, full on talk to text failure. All right, so this one's getting summer camp, live, love, learn. We're going to pray we don't eat it on this. Where will you post the videos? So they'll be everywhere. Big Mama, the Levi's one might end up being a little bit longer. So probably YT. So if you go over to my Ubies, that's Tubies, that is most likely where it will be. I might do like a shorter version and try to get it on TT, but I just don't want to omit a lot of the information. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Like I said, I recorded it, but I have to like go through and edit and all that kind of stuff. So, I would just give me a follow over on YT. I'm looking for followers and hours over there anyways, because in order to monetize, you literally have to have like 800 billion thousand hours good night to have it monetized over there. So, if you can watch it over there, please do. I will not be upset with that. Thanks to the people like God and Coley, who have spent, I know Sophia, a lot of you guys have been really awesome about trying to get my hours up over there for me, and I really appreciate it. It's like it doesn't cost anyone anything to monetize, but trying to get to that point is tough. So, yeah, same name, Big Mama. I'm NiceComps literally everywhere. So if you look up NiceComps, I am everywhere. Oh, sorry for the sound, guys. Absolutely atrocious. I apologize. Uh-oh, she almost lost her sticker. Absolutely atrocious sound. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make it not squeak while also trying to work. This is a double-edged sword here. All right, we're going to do that. And then we're going to flip and turn. So, hey guys, next time you find these jewel boots, don't list them in their boxes. Oh my God. Way too much work. That is way too much work for an $18 sale. Way too much work. Hey Justin, don't ever let me list boots in that box again. He says, you got it. You're welcome, Big Mama. You are welcome. Sophia! Oh my gosh. I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. You know, that happens to me a lot on here. That's got to be like a internet secret spy thing. We need to ask Ford how that works, because somehow the internet knows and then it starts inviting people. All right, so this is one of those instances where I am going to use the 24 by 24 bags. I don't use these very often, but I do really like this brand because of this. You can literally pull on it, and these don't break. Like, you have to seriously pull for these to actually break. And I just realized this is one that I cut so that I could store a coat in it and forgotten. So we're going to get a different one. We're going to get a different one. Same bat channel, same bat item. That's the outside of one. All right, let's try again. Third time's the charm. All right, so the 24 by 24 by 24s. The brand I get is in my linky tree. So if you go to the linkator in the bio YOE, I will have in there under reseller supplies to get you started the brand I recommend. This is the fourth, maybe third brand I tried in the extra large bags. The other ones, the first one I got, they were really nice, but they were that really hard plastic. So, they were almost too thick, and the bags were like, I don't know, like 35 or 40 cents a piece, which was kind of a lot for a bag. Second brand I tried, literally pulled apart like those a la mode bags. So I think this is the third one I tried, and I really do like these. The nice thing about these 24 by 24s is you can also cut them. So if you need to put a poly bag over anything else, so let's say you've got something that's like longer, but it's like skinny, and you want to cut it, they just cut really easily. Like, I just really like them. So anyways, long story short, these are the ones I like. I'm definitely sticking with this brand. I also had another gadget that I was very excited to show you guys today that I got from the Smile Amazon store, and I don't like it. So, I had got, so if you guys remember the other day, I had, get the air out. I had, on that WN show, I was having a hard time seeing the names of some of like the little comic books, and then when I was doing like the little action figures. Now I got a little handheld thing that magnifies like 30%. The problem with it is 30% wasn't enough, and I love Old Eyes. So these are those ones I got from that garage sale. These ones are the best. But if I'm wearing like a wig or something, I can't put them on. These are like professional jewelers ones. So these are really great. So I wanted to find something that was like as good as these. So I ordered a magnifying one. It's what I used on the show on Tuesday. I don't like it, so I'm sending it back. But then I saw on the Smile Amazon store that they had, not only am I sending it back because I don't like it, I'm sending it back because the glass itself is like cloudy. It's like a cloudy, it's really, anyways, it was $9. I should have known better. So I decided to order the better version of something. So I ordered a, it's supposed to be like a microscope one that like lights up. And they show, of course, in the video, in the picture, they show people like putting it on things that are round and being able to see really good. It lights up. My idea was if I do that, I'll be, because it showed them being able to see like the microscopic legs on an ant and something. So I was all excited about it. I'm like, oh man, I'll be able to see on action figures. I'll be able to see on things that are round, like, you know, to be able to date stamp them. So I get it today. I get it charged up. I'm all excited. I'm like, I can't wait to show everybody on the live about this. And I go to put it on something round, and it literally doesn't focus, like, at all. The only time it will focus is if it's on something that's like completely flat. And the whole idea of this advertisement on the Smile Amazon was how amazing it is at finding rounded objects. Things like bugs' bodies and ants' legs and the stems of flowers. I'm like, those are all round items. So I'm going to have to just return it and do like, I hate returning stuff, but it's like I'm just going to do is return as item, not as described, because you literally can't. You literally can't see anything. And I tried it on, like, I have some old vintage retro action figures, wrestling action figures that I want to do, like, on a WN show. So I was just trying this morning. This guy, where is he? Where did he go? Where's that dude? Where'd you go, buddy? Where is he? Oh, this. Here. So my idea was I could take and, like, see on his little boot here. And this is even pretty flat. And I used it, and you literally can't see it at all. And, like, let's say it was written on his bum here, and I tried to do the microscope thing, like, it wouldn't have worked at all. So I was like, man, I just need one that's, like, I just need a good one. That's a problem with things. It's like, you read the reviews, and it's like, pretty good. Or, like, you're like, oh, it looks pretty good. And, like, I just want them, I just wish that they would be honest about the quality or, like, what it does on the thing. Like, I just want a good one. I just want a good one that lights up, that's, like, magnifies to like 45 to 100, that doesn't have a cloudy lens. Good Lord. How about a jewelry loop? Like the ones that you wear around your neck. The only ones I saw on those were the most magnifying I found on the ones I could find anyways on Smile Amazon was like, I think 30 is the most I saw, and they don't light up because I really need the light up part. Like there's something with my eyes where I have to have it like lit up or I can't see it. These ones are great. And usually I got a light next to me. But like I said, like I can see everything with this. I could probably read that guy's foot. Let's take a look. Yeah, boom. 2005, Jack's Pacific China, WWE wrestling guy. Like I can read the whole bottom. But I can't do it with a wig on for the shows. So anyways, I know that's like a silly problem to have, but they have jewelry loops that light up. Second chances, do they have ones that are like hardcore magnifiers? Because that's really what I need. All right, anyways, so we got our boots in here. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go over and we are going to pray to the gods of shipping that we don't get absolutely annihilated on this. If we do, it is a learning lesson, and I will 100% learn the lesson and never sell something like this in this box again. So we are at 6 pounds, 7 ounces. We're going to get destroyed. All right, kids, here we go. Here we go, kids. Are we ready to go get destroyed? Ooh, honey, I'm going to get destroyed. Fudge sickles. Thank God this is staying in Texas. The sting's not going to be quite as bad. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my Lord, friends. Oh, my Lord, friends. All right, so boxer rigid packaging. Let's take a look at the length here. Oh, God. I'm dreading this one, guys. 20 by 12 by 5. 20, 12, 5. 20, 12, 5. 20, 12, 5. Oh, God. This is going to be brutal. 6, 7. Are we ready? Wait, that can't be right. How is that right? It says $8.51. That can't be right. Oh my God, really? How close is this to where I live? Just a second. That can't be right. Am I missing something here? What? How is this possible? Right. Okay, we're going to write this town in. Texarkana. How far is that? That's far, too. That's like Texarkana is like north of Dallas. That's really far from me. That's like 6 hours away. Oh my God. Honey! We didn't get destroyed on that box. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Not only did we not get destroyed, but we made money on that shipping. Wait, I have to look one more time, you guys, and make sure. It's going to, there's the address, from my address, dimensions, 20, 12, 5, 6 pounds, 7 ounces. How is that only $8.51? Is anyone else freaking out right now? How is that $8.51? I've shipped pants that are that price in Texas. Oh my goodness, Jimi Hendrix is here. Oh my gosh, Jimi Hendrix, play us a song because we need a celebration song. Guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought I was going to eat it like $10 on this or more. Dang. Thank you, shipping gods. You're amazing. You're amazeballs. Thank you for helping me to not get eaten alive. Oh, yeah. USPS, no, it's UPS. UPS SurePost. UPS SurePost saved the day, which technically is also part of USPS, but oh my God, I can't believe that. So this is why you make sure you tell people on Depop, hey, second item ships free. I sold the boots, made money on those, made money on the shipping on that, made money on the shoes, and didn't have to pay any extra for shipping on those. So we came out like $40. Those Converse cost me $2, maybe even $1. The other boots were $4, so we spent $6. So even after all the little like fees and stuff like that, I mean, we still made $30 on that. Oh my Lord. Second chances, if that had not stayed in Texas, I would have been destroyed on that. So that was the shipping god. You know what that is? That's the resale gods saying this. All right, girl, you get one. So you put boots back in the box. They didn't need to be in the box because they weren't something fancy and the box wasn't something fancy. Next time, you take the dang boots out of the box, you photograph them, you don't include the box, and then you don't end up in this kind of precarious situation. So everyone gets one. That was my one. So you do free shipping on the second item. The second item, and technically blended, it's whatever is the least expensive shipping is the one they get for free. Whether that's the first item or second item, but trying to explain that to a customer is like super difficult. So I always just say second item ships free. So let's say that they get a shirt and the shipping's $5.99, and then they get shoes and the shipping's $10.99. They pay that $10.99 even if that item was the second one. And you guys, you can change that in your Depop settings too, in your back end. Now, you don't have to do that. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying it does help me to get extra items out ever since I started doing that. And I even put a Post-it note up here on my TV where I work to remind me when I accept an offer on Depop to say that. And I also messaged Nifty, and hopefully they got back to me, asking them if there was a way to send a message out with a Depop offer. Because currently on Nifty, there isn't a way to send a message out, because I'd really like to send that message out with every one of my offers. Like, how awesome would that be, you guys? To be able to send a message out with your Depop offer and have it say, hey, I just sent an offer out on this item. Just so you know, if you were to get this item and another item, you'll get free shipping on that item. Just something along those lines. Like, how cool would that be? I think that would be really great. Okay, I was thinking you were over there offering free shipping on the whole order. No. Blended, I did that this summer when I was selling, because at one point this summer, I was selling literally Depop couldn't stop. Like, I was selling 10 items a day at one point. Like, it was crazy. And then it just, halted. September, October kind of came, and it started getting real quiet. And so I started losing money by offering that free shipping. So I pulled that back, and then I just put this free shipping on the second item thing. I started doing this, I don't know what, you guys, maybe 3 weeks ago or something. And I have been selling an extra item with the orders. So that's been great. The key is they have to get that second item at the same time that they're purchasing that first one. So if they've already bought that item, so this is how to work the system a little bit. If they've already bought that item, let's say the girl buys these boots, the order already goes through, and then I were to send a message out that said, hey, I just want to let you know, if you get an additional item, I can go ahead and give you, free shipping. You can maybe squeeze that item into the other thing. You'd have to change the shipping weights. There's maybe an angle in there to be worked. I haven't perfected that, but it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting idea. Kelly Divine Deal. Guys, I'm always trying to come up with ways to save money, make a little extra, sell a little extra item. And sometimes you just got to get a little creative. Look at how the system is, and then ask yourself on that platform, how can I utilize the system that they have in place to be advantageous for myself so that I can increase my income? So I love doing that. I love looking and kind of tweaking the system. Like, eBay's got their volume discount things. The sales and coupons you can do. Depop's got this shipping thing. Poshmark has the bundles thing. Mercari has sending out offers, So all those little things kind of help you a little bit. Okay, let's see here. I got one more item. Ooh, that's heavy. I got one more item over on Depop here. And then let's also take a look and make sure nothing else is sold, because quite frequently we have that happen. Make sure I get everything shipped here. And do we have any other Depop-y things? Okay, perfect. All right. So last thing we've got here over on the Depop is a shirt. So this is a little Texas Rangers with a big logo. So one thing to note is, if you guys sell sportswear clothing and it has a really large logo like this, anything that's baggy like this, or that has it's called a big hit is what it's called. Anything that has a big hit, meaning that the graphics take up a large majority, or it's a DS, which stands for double-sided, or it's an AOP, which stands for all over print. Anytime you've got something like that right now, you really want to note that in your listings, because anything with a big hit, meaning a big logo, anything that's DS, so double-sided, and anything with AOP, which is all over print, is super crazy popular right now. So this right here, I made sure to note I don't write big hit on it because most people that aren't a reseller wouldn't know that, but I did write big logo. So, and that's helped this to get sold way faster. Also, the fact that it's baggy and loose, so huge. Because the guy that ordered this is probably this big, but he wants all of that slack because that's what's popular right now is the oversized clothing. Now, let's say that this had a logo on the back. I would have put double-sided down in my listing, and if I could fit DS up top, the search engine kind of knows that DS is double-sided, and then also AOP. So I would have put AOP all over print down in my description. Now, I will put the code tag, and I will also put the word. So I would put big logo up in my title if I could fit it. If not, it's going down in my descriptions. I would put DS dash double-sided down in my description. I would put AOP space dash space all over print because the search engine is looking for AOP, but it's also looking for all over print. So it's looking for both of those. So if you put both of those down in your descriptions, you have a better chance. It just helps. Anything you can do that ticks you up on the scale of your item getting shown before someone else's is going to be advantageous for you. So that's a little tip there for selling graphic t-shirts. So pick this up for $1 at a garage sale. Sold for $13 over on Depop. Would like to get $15 for it, although on Depop there isn't really a lot of fees and stuff. So, oh my gosh, this is staying in Texas too. This is so crazy. So it's going to Stephanie, best name on the planet, because that was my mom's name. It's going to Fort Worth. So everything's going to Texas today, boys and girls. Everything's going. Thanks you guys for the hearts too, man. We almost cracked 4,000 today. So I always know we hit that 4,000 mark in there, somewhere in there. I know I'm giving out some good info. And then this is a little note to everybody. Be happy, right? Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Here's a little song I wrote. I hope you learn it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Sometimes you just gotta get down, folks. All right, Stephanie in Fort Worth, and this is gonna go envelope. We are 7x7, and we are 0 pounds, 10 ounces. So we are going to have charged $5.99 for shipping. This is going to be in the 4s for sure. So this is going to be, nope, just kidding, $5.14, because I apparently have no metric today. So I don't know how those boots are only $3 more to ship. That is mind-boggling to me. So $5.14 for the shipping on this. Let's print that out. AZ's in the house. Phoebes is east of Dallas. My brother lives up in North Texas. He lives in Keller. Keller is the name of it. Keller. God says that was enjoyable. It's not a great singing voice, but it has fun singing, and that's all that matters, right? Oh my gosh, second chances. You have a great day as well. Drive your son to work safely, please. Precious cargo. I always enjoy seeing you on here. You are definitely a love and a light to the chat and to the entire situation. Creekside is in the house. Creekside, what you doing? You learning about history and shipping packages? That's what Creekside's up to today. All right, you guys. So I think that's a total of about 13 items out today. And not bad. So I see things picking up. I don't know if y'all are seeing it. You know, February 16th, I always say is that magic day. So I've started noticing, our sales were going from end of January, 1 to 2 a day tops. I mean, it was like crickets over there. I was willing to take any offer at that point. To early February, still not great. And then February 16th happened and things are starting to move now. And really, honestly, a large part of that is Nifty. I have to give credit where credit is due. And that has been probably the best business decision I've made in 2025 already, which was to switch off of Vendu just because I was just having so many issues over there. I loved them at the beginning, and it's so hard to switch. I'm such a loyalist. But Nifty they know what's up. They know what's up. So, AZ says sales are going to be fire this weekend. Got all those listings up. Yeah, baby. AZ, did you get that anime listed? Oh, shoot. Do you think we get punished for not posting every single day? Michelle, here's how we look at it. So the internet is a machine, right? I always think of it as like Keanu Reeves in like the Man in the Machine movie, where it's just a computer, right? And the computer is always going to go off of like a popularity metric. And so if you are scratching its back, it is going to scratch your back. Meaning that if you're willing to play the game, which is to feed the computer every day, and how you feed the computer is by putting new, fresh things up, because the computer is like this thing that always wants new and fresh, new and fresh, new and fresh. It doesn't like stale. It always wants new and fresh. So it's like a really high-maintenance 1990s girl in Clueless, right? Like, it always needs to have, like, the newest outfit, right? It needs to go to Nordy's and go shopping every day. And so the internet's like that. So if you're feeding it every day, it's like, oh, you're feeding me? Oh, my goodness, that's amazing. And so what it's going to do is it's going to bump you up in the algorithms. You stay relevant, right? And so that's how I look at it. I think that if you don't post every day, what happens is, it's like I always say, somewhere someone is posting more than you, and when the internet meets it, they will win. So what happens is it's not that necessarily that you're getting punished, it's that someone else is getting rewarded. Because they're pulling up and they're like, hey, Sherry, you want to go to Nordy's and get some like Lancome makeup? And the internet's like, oh yeah, I totally want to do that. Let's go. And so they get in the Jeep, and then you're like, you know, the brunette in the bad outfit that gets left behind at the front door, while the blondes from the 1990s movie drive off in like the Jeep, with no top, drinking slushies and listening to like, somebody once told me the world was gonna owe me. That's how I look at it. I look at it like someone else is getting rewarded. Well, I want the rewards. So what I do is I make sure that I get some pictures before I go to bed every night. That's what I was doing last night after I quickly ate my food as fast as I could so I could come back and watch the AZ and Hustle and Thrifting Treasure. So I was hanging up clothes and I was getting pictures while I was listening to them. So that way when I get up in the morning, I can just get those listings done. Get some listings up. Get them out the door, get them going, let's do this, let's go. And then that way, if the day totally falls to SHI, you know what, at least I've gotten that done. At least I have those fresh ones. Now, if you don't have the ability to do that in the mornings when you get up, I get it, a lot of people have kids and jobs they're going to, it doesn't work for them. Get 3 things in your drafts before you go to bed, so that when you get up in the morning, while you're, divvying out Cheerios and cleaning up, the dog poo out of the living room or whatever you're doing, you can at least just click go live on those 3. And especially if you can hit that algorithm in the mornings, if you can hit that morning algorithm, you're good, girl. Let's go. Like you've showed up. You got a Frappuccino, you got a cute little plaid tartan, 1990s outfit on with the tall socks and some Chelsea Mary Janes. You're ready to go. You got it. You're popular, you're headed to Nordy's. But if you don't do that, you do get left behind. And it's not a punishment, it's just not a reward. Very oddly specific. At Princess, I do that. My brain works in a very strange and weird way. For sure. Having a fire vintage clothing show tomorrow! AZ, is this in person or is this on WN? What is happening? We need details immediately. I need to know this right now. What is going on? I vintage t-shirts? That's me right now. Nifty.ai. If you go, Nicole, if you go to my linky dinky on my bio here, on my TT, go to Linktree, and I'll just show you where it's at here. This is the easiest way. Oh, Bearded posted something. We gotta check that out. All right. So if you go to the old link dinketer here, and you click here, go into my Linktree, And if you scroll down to where it says 15% off first month, this is going to give you a free 7-day trial. And then you're going to get 15% off your first month if you use that link. So that's what I would do. That's what I did. I went off another resellers and I tried mine for a week, and then I got my 15% off my first month. So oddly for... Oh, a WN pop-up. AZ, is it already on here? Oh my Lord. You know I'm going to be there. Uh-oh, Justin. Vintage t-shirt pop-up by AZ. Y'all better have your cards out because you know I'm going to be there. Do you have it on? Guys, let's go find AZ. Who's following AZ and who's not following AZ? I mean, come on. There we go. Where's his pop-up? What's happening? Is it on here? I see 224 storage unit finds. That's not... Oh, are you just doing it? You're not even doing it ahead? You're not even planning it ahead? Oh, my God. What time, AZ? What are you You're giving clues. I know, right? Oh, good. Am I crazy? I don't see Nifty AI in my Play Store. No, it's not an app. So it's a site. It's a website. However, you can access it from your what do you want to call it? Like the internet? From the browser. Thank you, from the browser. So if I go to nifty.ai, so you can access it from that. So just go to nifty.ai. And then that's how, so I can like manage my stuff on the go. You can do everything on here just like it was an app. The reason she does that, I'm guessing, and I don't know this, guys, but I'm totally throwing out a guess. So Justin and I have worked with software developers in the past for apps for businesses that we've worked for. And when you get your stuff approved through the Play Store or the Apple App Store, first of all, it takes forever. Second of all, there's all these little things you got to hit. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hey, buddy. I got soft kisses from someone, guys. I had to say hello. I got soft kisses. So getting your stuff put in through the Apple Play Store or the Apple Store or the Google Play Store is difficult, number one. Number two, if you want to update anything or change anything or add anything, you have to submit those changes and then you have to wait for them to get approved. Now, if you're a very large company like Smile Amazon or you were Wally World or Target or any of that, your stuff gets approved almost instantly. If you are a small business, it can take forever. And not only are you not guaranteed that it's going to get approved, but you also may get a thing back that says, I'm sorry, we don't like how this is updated. Not only does this not pass, you're going to have to do all these things, but we were looking back at some of your other metrics and we no longer support blah, 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 blah. And then you got to go in and change that. So it's very expensive. It's very time consuming. And by her having this as just like a mobile or a browser type access, she's able to go in there and her coders can go in and change things anytime they want to. So they're able to update things just boom, 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 boom on the fly all the time. So for me, I'm totally cool with it. I love that it's like that because I know that I can message her and say, hey guys, I'm thinking if we did this or we did that, it would really be great. I've had a couple of the resellers ask me about this and we think this, and the suggestions that I've put in via stuff that I've come up with or via stuff that you guys have asked me to message them about, they have been so awesome about getting back, not only updating and changing things, but also saying, hey, this is in the works, or could you clarify that a little bit? Or wow, that's a really great idea. Because some of the ideas that you guys have had, and I give credit where credit's due, some of the ideas that you guys have had are absolutely awesome. So they've been really, really, really good about that for sure. Yeah, I tried it and I'm so confused compared to Vendu. Nicole, I get that. I was a diehard Vendu girl as well. It took me a minute, but I'll say between it reliably sending out offers, from it delisting and relisting and refreshing things without me ever having to do anything, their auto delist feature works every time. Ever since I started with Nifty, I haven't double sold items like I was on Vendu. And with Vendu, in order to have the send to offers feature, they're updating it or already have updated it where you have to buy the whole year. So I just didn't agree with that. So there was things that we didn't see eye to eye on anymore. Where do you source your stuff from? I thought about buying storage units. Rip and Sip, that's great. I would love to do storage units. If I had the time and the back for it, I would be doing storage units. I'm looking at what AZ does. I'm looking at what other storage unit people do, and they make a killing. They do so well. It's amazing. I would love to do that in the future. I'm a garage sale girl, so I get up at about 5 o'clock every Saturday, and I leave the house and I go out and I go. He's a close talker, and I go out and I garage sale until like around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I try to hit as many sales as I can. A lot of community sales and stuff. So that is me. You are so welcome. Yeah, what time is it? Not yet. Probably between 8 to 9 Eastern, says AZ. AZ, 8 to 9 Eastern, nighttime or daytime? Nighttime or daytime? Do you have a code? Rachel, if you go through that link that's in my bio, it should automatically, so just go to the old link dinketer, right there, that one that looks like a little robot. If you go to that, it should automatically give you the free trial, and it should automatically give you the 15% off. If it doesn't, message me and let me know, because I can make sure you get that, and I'll just let them know. I tried your link tree. Oh, let's try it again. Let's try. It shouldn't be. That's what pops up for me. It says, your friend gave you 15% off your first month and 7-day free trial. So try it again, maybe. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, Blended says it works for me. Puppy, this is Jack, aka Jack Skellington. So he's a little handsome guy. He has a little lipoma. We're doing a little mushroom treatment, trying to get rid of it. But yeah, this is Jack. He's my little guy. I listen while I drive to Virginia. Oh, that's amazing. I tried 3 times and it was blank. I'm not sure what's going on, Rachel. Yeah, maybe try closing it down and going back in. You can try also, I've got that same link over on my IG and my YT. But if you pop over to IG, if for any reasons that's not working there, if you pop over to my IG, which is just NiceComps, I'm right there. Click on the little link tree thing, and it should bring that up over there too. So you should see it over there and try it, and then if you click on it, it should give you that. That's what you guys are looking to see, because that right there is going to be what gives you the percentage off. If you don't see that, you ain't getting the free week, and you're not getting the 15% off, because it's like a referral code. Oh, you found it on YouTube. Awesome, Nicole. Might need to refresh your app. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Try that, Rachel. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have any other questions about reselling or anything, hop on any of these. I mean, I am live all the time. I will be live tomorrow. If we've got some good sales, I may go out. It is cold. It's colder in Texas than it ever has been, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So the likelihood of there being any sales here are probably kind of low, especially like here in Texas, people aren't used to that cold. But I do have a garage full of stuff I'm still going through. So I may just pop on a live tomorrow. We can go through some boxes together. And then last but not least, make sure you guys go in and first of all, follow AZ if you're not. This dude right here, you guys, Arizona Pickin', he does storage units. And then when he does these storage units, he basically just opens them up and starts doing WNs. And he starts everything at like $1. Like the fire, dude, he had a makeup show. First of all, Valerie and all the rest of you, Valerie knew what was there. You guys got some sick makeup, discontinued stuff for $1. I don't sell makeup and stuff like that, so I was like, I'll let y'all get it, but I knew what that stuff was. And you guys got steals and deals. So make sure you guys follow Arizona Pickin'. Not only is he great for a WN, but his like TikToks and stuff like that, he does so much for this reselling community. So if you're new to reselling and you're looking for someone to like motivate you and to give you great advice and to like get your butt to work and, you know, all the deals and stuff, do follow AZ, seriously. So make sure you go in and you can see I've already bookmarked all of his shows because I don't want to miss any. And then you can also give me a follow over on, I'm still building up my stuff over on WN. I've only done like, I think 5 or 6 shows now, but I have 2 coming up. So this one here, I've got video games, and a lot of it, most of it's going to be vintage video games. It's going to be older stuff. So I've got that one. And then this next one that I haven't titled yet that I'm working on today is going to be vintage posters from mainly the 90s as well as double-sided movie posters that you would get from like Blockbuster and stuff. There's some really cool ones in there. Because I just bought it as a lot, so I didn't know what was in it. So it was really cool going through it yesterday and being like, oh my gosh, I know what this is. So I think most of that stuff's going to start at just $1 for me too. So make sure you go in and bookmark all of our shows that we have on here on the WN. And I'm just NiceComps everywhere too. So, all right, you guys, I am going to jam and jelly. Have a beautiful day. I will hopefully see you guys. Arizona Pickin' right there. If you guys look down where it says thank you, I appreciate you all. That's the guy to follow. All one word, Arizona Pickin'. This guy is legit. I might do a WN on Monday. We'll see how I feel. B, let me know. I don't want to miss it. God says I'll be there. I already follow him. Heck yeah. Absolutely. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. Bye, everybody. Mwah.